guys, Tom here. Welcome back to my movie channel, and thank you very much for joining me for this, my review of Marvel's The Avengers, the first Avengers movie. We are a week away from Avengers Infinity War, so let's go back and look at the first Avengers movie, the movie that brought all of our heroes together for the first time. This movie is pretty much perfect to me. It's pretty much a flawless movie from start to finish. And I love this movie so much. Generally, when I'm talking to people about what the best comic book movie ever made is, it normally comes down to it's either the first Avengers movie or The Dark Knight. It's either one of those two, and for me, it's the first Avengers movie. Just the way that all these characters, all these heroes come together, you know, from where they all were left off in their individual solo standalone movies, and the way Joss Whedon brought them all together for this, I think was great. Starting off with Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. and Loki coming back. By the way, spoiler alert for the first Avengers movie if you haven't seen it yet. Setting him up as the villain for this film really made a lot of sense considering what happened to him in the first Thor movie, and bringing him back for this just makes a lot of sense. It also sets up, you know, Loki betraying Thanos, as we're going to see in the Avengers Infinity War. We're going to finally get the payoff to that, with Loki betraying him with the whole Tesseract thing, and failing Thanos at that as well. What makes this movie to me isn't the action scenes. It isn't the action, it isn't the explosion, it's not the visual effects. It's just the dialogue between all the characters. It's the dialogue, it's the relationship. That scene with the three-way fight with Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man in the woods. Doth mother know you weareth her drapes? Hulk punching Thor in the whole end battle sequence was fantastic. Whedon's a master at dialogue and banter, and he knows how to build character relationships. And this movie really builds it, especially it starts off that, you know, head-butting relationship between Cap and Tony. It's the movie that started that relationship, and I love their dynamic together in this film. I think it's great. There is like a 15-minute sequence in this film of Tony trying to fix the helicarrier, and in any other movie, you know, that would be kind of weird and boring, but Whedon found a way to make that an interesting scene and a fun scene to watch. Now, getting on to scenes that you think would be played out too much, that whole end battle scene, the battle for New York, you know, I timed it, by the way. I was rewatching it recently, and I timed that battle scene, because that battle scene takes up a huge chunk of the movie. That scene is roughly 40-45 minutes long. And from when they start to the end credits, that whole battle is roughly like 35-40 minutes long. And it never gets boring. You're never bored at any moment during that entire battle scene. And that just makes this movie to me. It just makes this movie. And so now I want to get into just some of my favorite things about the film, and then I've got one criticism of the first Avengers that I'm going to get into. So some of my favorite scenes in the movie, obviously I've talked about the three-way fight with Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. The scene on the helicarrier with all the Avengers there, and they're all arguing over discovering S.H.I.E.L.D's dirty little secrets, and Loki playing tricks on them. Of course, another one of my all-time favorite moments in the entire MCU is Hulk ragdolling Loki at the end. And also what I love about this movie is the thing that brings them together is actually Coulson's death. And yes, I know they brought him back in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I don't really count any of the Marvel TV stuff as actual canon, if we want to use that term. So Coulson's death, I think, and it's such a great scene too, and it's kind of comedic, but it's also quite serious and quite dramatic, and has impact on our characters in this film. And it's just one of the many things that makes this movie so good. I could rant and rave about the first Avengers all day. I love this movie so very much. Now, my one criticism of this film, and it's more of a question, is why did the Chitauri all die as soon as their ship gets blown up? That just makes no sense to me. It made sense to me in like Star Wars The Phantom Menace that all the droids die when the control ship is blown up, because it's called the control ship, and you need the control ship to control the droids. I understand that, but in the first Avengers movie, that just makes no sense. But otherwise, that's a very, very minor complaint. I love this film from start to finish. Start to finish, I love this film. As I said, I could go on about this all day, but I just want to get some quick, brief thoughts out there on the first Avengers movie. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel. If you have not already, leave a like button. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the first Avengers movie. Where does it rank in the MCU for you? Once again, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Tom. I will see you guys next time.